My name is Mark Fratto, and I'm the voice of the Washington Commanders at FedEx Field. You're listening to the Command This podcast with Steve, Dev, and Phil.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Command This. We got a crap ton of people waiting over here to join.
Not crap ton.
A crap ton. We are sorry we are late.
What is the number? What number is a crap ton? You got to put a number on a crap ton.
A crap ton for us is sitting in the chat waiting to start 15. For us, that's a crap ton.
Let's see. I weighed in last Wednesday at 282 pounds. So, according to many on social media, that's exactly how much a crap ton is.
A metric crap ton.
Oh man,
crap. And
did I become public enemy number one?
Speaking of crap and cheese, let's go. Yeah, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Command This. Here we are. It is December 18th. We're 7 days away from Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. And we just took a fat L to Los Angeles Rams. 28
Isn't that what we wanted?
to 10.
Didn't we want that?
We wanted that L, but with Sam performing well.
We lost the game. We won that life.
When I say we, I talk about the fan base because, if you listen to them today, they never liked Sam. They never rooted for him. Zero patience. It's either he came in as a star or not. I'm watching people, they flip-flop harder than, a politician come October running for president. It's like it's been hilarious to watch. So, I don't know. I got thoughts on how we should progress, and we'll get into that because really, who wants to talk about this game? We lost. It sucked, but everybody wanted to lose because top 3. Here we come for that draft.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm totally with it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Holloway spreading the love. She's having people over to her house watching the game, but she is watching us.
Oh, well, thank you, Tia. We appreciate you tuning in with your boys. You really do.
By the way, all the cutting the cheese jokes are wonderful, but God, they're starting to run their course already. It's been less than 24 hours.
Yeah, we did. Dev is right. We did kind of miss that opportunity to say cut the cheese because we cut our preview way before they said that. I mean, it wasn't our fault, but what are we supposed to do?
I prefer ours. Ours is more risque.
Getting
risque, huh? Is that a French word you learned over in France?
Risque? That's a real word, man.
Do you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France?
A royale with cheese.
Bam.
See? We know some French around here.
Bam, bam, booty, bam.
I got the bad motherfucking wallet from Pulp Fiction somewhere around there.
Yeah. But thank you for tuning in, Tia. Uh-oh. Jason Donaway already starting off with hits says, Phil, you've been wrong on all your film study and projections ever since you've been in this group.
He said, shut the fuck up, Phil. That's what he said.
Jason, you're more than welcome to start your own podcast.
Phil, hold on. I got to say,
counter me. If I were to spend the amount of time on this podcast, going back and clipping every time you hear the words, as Phil said, or Phil, you're right, I could have a compilation that's 3 podcasts long just in that in itself, Jason. That's okay. That's okay, Jason. I will sit here and I will co-host this podcast to our over 10,000 subscribers. And you can spend your time watching every word that comes out of my mouth.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, Phil was wrong about the win and loss predictions, as we all were.
We were all wrong about the win-loss predictions.
Yes.
Phil also was the one that said to put Cam Sims at safety.
No.
Everybody tried to blame with me. I'm just
No, we have video evidence.
Every day. That was Phil.
Cam Sims at safety.
Cam Sims at safety, bro.
Marcus Elam, what's up, Marcus? Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you go check out Sports View 2 on the big YouTube. I'm sorry, on Facebook. And we got our boy Rodney Thomas. Y'all didn't win 63-21. No.
Man, we lost whatever it is, 21. I'm happy with that. Y'all gonna win just enough games to not get anybody good in the draft. So it's cool.
You know who else flopped? Was Tommy DeVito.
Marvin Harrison.
You know it's a chance Marvin Harrison's not leaving Ohio State, right?
Hey, until he's not, Marvin Harrison.
That's fine. For NIL money.
Tank again next year.
Rod, I am wearing my if I can get into this view mode here, I am wearing a blackout Santana Moss jersey because I feel it's like, it's kind
dark days.
It is dark days here in DC. If that makes any sense.
Black Sean Taylor tribute hoodie.
Oh, is that the one with the tape on the face mask?
Yeah.
Nice.
One.
Jason says, but what up, Steve? Steve, let's go Seahawks. Hurt needs 5. No, dude.
I need Hurts to score a bunch of points to finish the football.
Oh, Jason gonna be all salty now.
Who scored for Philly, man?
I got a buy in our fantasy football league, and he didn't make the playoffs. Now I know why he's so mad.
Did the defense score on Philly?
No, Jason and I are playing each other in the playoffs. And it's projected to be 7-7. He got the last spot. It's projected to be 131 to 134 to him. And Hurts scored the first touchdown. So he's already maxed out. He has no players left. Yeah, I have Jalen Hurts is the only person I have left. So he needs to score 19 more points for me to win. So Jalen Hurts, I need about 3 more tush pushes, please. He's sick though. So I was scared. I'm like, I'm done.
I lost the playoffs in my other league, man. And I had McLaurin and Addison on the bench. I barely lost by like 4 points. And I had McLaurin and Addison on the bench, man. And they both had almost 30 points. Yeah,
but you were right to bench McLaurin. He hasn't been worthy.
I know. Every time I play him, he don't do shit. When I don't play him, he balls up.
Dude, I haven't bet that much this year because I was like, I got to be better. I laid $25 and I could have won $5,000. And all the teams I bet on, we've been shitty all year. Like the Wizards been losing every game. I just bet them to lose again versus the Pacers. They won. That's like their 3rd win all year. Like, come on. The Giants. I'm like, the Giants are playing well. Maybe they'll cover the 6 points or whatever. Nope. They fucking lost. It's like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So
the Penguin, whatever is the quarterback they got over there, looked like a dude that lived at home with his mom Sunday, didn't he?
Who?
The guy that the Eagles the Giants are playing. Dude, what's his name? The little quarterback they got.
Oh, the Tommy DeVito. Yeah,
the Penguin.
Yeah, you know what I found out though? He has some background. He was in the Elite 11 with Tua, with Mac Jones, with all the big quarterbacks. He was in the Elite 11 with him, and there's clips of him on ESPN playing. I never heard of the dude.
Yeah, he was.
Washington supposedly offered him more money to come to Washington.
I did see that. What, to play as a backup?
To be picked up as an unrestricted free agent, unsigned free agent rookie. Offered him a contract, and he wanted to stay in New York with his mom and Giants, man.
Marcus says we should draft left tackle, Penn State or Notre Dame, alt, 2nd round tight end, center. We need more of a playmaker at tight end than wide receiver.
Hey, I'll take Alu. I'll take alt. I'll take Harrison Jr. I'll take Daniels. I'll take look, man. If we're picking in the top 5, whatever position we get, pick the best player that's in the draft, bro. I don't give a shit who it is, man. I get it if we're picking in the 9s, 10s, and 20s and shit. Pick the best need. But if you're picking that high, pick the best player available. Now, we haven't had the best player, again, we haven't had the best player on the field in almost any game we play in years at a skill position.
Can we note that this is that mindset is how we got Chase Young?
Hey man, I
we
mean,
thought we were going to
Chase
have the best defensive end in the
Remember,
game.
generational talent.
Chase Young's going to be a Pro Bowler again this year, 2 times out of 3 years, by the way. And think about this. How many defensive ends were better than him in that draft?
A lot of people in this fan base think Chase was a bust. They still do.
I don't think he's a bust. I think he's very good. I don't think he's great or elite. I think he's very good. He's going to be a Pro Bowler 2 times out of 3 eligible seasons, bro.
Jason Dunaway probably thinks he's a bust, but anyway.
Well, I'm just saying. I never said he's a bust. He's not Herbert, I guess, if you want to look at it that way.
He won't live up to his draft pick status. I think he'll be a good number 2. He'll be a good.
Yeah. What's the dude that was real big to play the Texans then with the Bills? Clowney. That's who it kind of reminds me of, man. Clowney's not really a bust. He just didn't.
He had so much more potential.
Yeah, you thought Clowney, man. I remember
one play. Clowney had one play against Michigan.
Like college, man. He looked like he was going to be
Lawrence Taylor. Blew him up the draft charts, man. One play, and
yeah, bro. I had Addison and McLaurin on the bench. I lost by like 4 points, man. Them dudes had like 60 or 80 points. They had like 30 points each between them.
Yeah.
Like each.
Yam says, we're in dark times at DC Sports. Caps are winning, but it's almost like never convincing win, and I don't think they'll keep it up. But I almost wore this tonight. We're so down bad. I almost put on my Bullets throwback special Wizards throwback
go back to the Bullets
jersey. I
probably win more games as the Bullets.
I didn't find a red retro Bullets shirt. I lost them somewhere. Jason says Chase is his own worst enemy. Yeah, but I think he's doing okay now.
He was doing okay for us, man. He's getting a sack a game, basically. He was getting a sack a game. Like I don't know what.
I never bought into that bust talk. I don't know. When I made my statement, I was speaking for people who were just like,
he's a
bust. Well, it's funny, he was a bust until we traded him. Then it's like, what are we doing?
He's not wide.
No, it was a business decision. Cloudy. They didn't want to pick up his contract for next year, and it was just best for everyone won.
He was one of the best. He was one of the best.
Flip-flop nature people.
Yeah.
He was one of the best defensive ends against the run in the league. He's one of the best pass rushing percentage guys in the league. He was amongst the best in almost every statistical category that you measure success at a defensive end position. I don't think the dude was great, but he was better than good.
If you listen to people, the whole reason why Jonathan Allen has been completely disappeared on the back of a milk carton is because we traded Sweat and Young. Speaking of which, Deron Payne showed up yesterday. That was nice.
Finally, I don't think we've heard his name called in how long?
4 or 5 weeks.
It's been a while. At the end of the day, I wish we could have kept at least one of those guys. But if you look at
I would have loved
Sweat's contract. Sweat's contract was huge. Was it $23.5 million? It was a lot of money.
But you got it, and by the time that money will hurt you, that contract will be cheap.
The new ownership didn't want to invest in it. That's not something they wanted to pick up.
Or was it? Or what? I wonder if Harris really. He sounds like he's not doing anything for football.
He would not let Ron trade away if he's not going to be here next year.
I'm telling you,
go ahead, dog. Do whatever you want. You got it. But
I wonder if they asked him, "Hey, are you planning on being here next year?" And they both said no. Since we'll get for him.
So this is. I will say this. Yam just said this, and I'm going to point this out. By the way, this is me telling you again. That's all about Phil being right about shit. You said people are posting about Jaden Daniels being a generational talent, which proves he's going to be a bust because Malik Willis had a bigger program. I'm not certain either way on that yet. I mean, I got to watch a little more on the kid. All right. I mean, I've watched better than Malik. I got to go back and watch some more. Look at some evaluations and so forth before I make a decision on Jaden Daniels. He did kind of just come out of nowhere. Right. And that always, whenever a quarterback comes out, has like one great year in college, I usually get a little worried when their draft status shoots up that much that quickly, just because we've seen it too many times. Dwayne Haskins, other quarterbacks, they have one great year, they come into the league and they're not prepared, right? And then they're so far behind the curve, right? So that concerns me, but it's not guaranteed. Now, I sat here before the 2021 draft, during the 2021 draft, the most hyped, the greatest quarterback class since 83, and I said, none of these guys impressed me. None of them live up to the hype that they're given. So, even Trevor Lawrence, I said, I'm not totally sold on him. Now, out of all those quarterbacks that were drafted that were lauded in this greatest draft class ever quarterbacks, the only one who's worth a damn is Trevor Lawrence, and he's regressed this season. He was terrible his rookie season. Okay, we'll blame it out Urban Meyer. Last season, he was great. They won their division. This season, been kind of struggling. He's had some good games. He's had some bad games. It's kind of a little bit of a backslide there. It's his regression from last year to this. Not quite as drastic as Sam from up to midseason and then from midseason till now, but there's been a regression, right? And you usually get that when the quarterbacks get figured out by defenses and they're still in that developmental stage. And let's face it takes a couple years to develop a proper franchise quarterback.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't come out of the draft ready made, and that's the thing that I think people are.
You can't expect that.
So just so you know, I was correct about the entire 2021 quarterback class, by the way.
Trevor Lawrence.
I was correct about the 2022 one. I said there wasn't much there either. So, but let me
look like a player from UK. I didn't see that coming.
At this point, all right, Sam's going to have to take the Baker Mayfield approach. He needs to go somewhere else because it's gotten too toxic in this organization, this fan base for him. You have new coaches, new GM, new all that. Fine. They're going to want to put their mark on it. Fine. That kid can go to another team. He can do what Baker Mayfield is doing. Baker Mayfield is taking a Bucs team that was expected to be absolute garbage this year, and they're contending for the playoffs. All right? He could do that. He's not going to do that here. So we'll draft a quarterback, but everybody who immediately said, oh, no, he's not the guy. I'm not even going to wait for him to develop. He's not the guy. Let's draft the first rounder. All right, cool. You forfeit the right to say, give the kid a chance. He's just a rookie. When we draft one in the first round this coming season, they have to come out the gate to prove the point that quarterbacks come out of the draft ready-made, not developed. He has to perform right off the bat, whoever it is. And just so you know, you're putting that expectation on that kid that he has to be a top 8 quarterback in this league from day one.
No, fuck them fans, dude.
Think that.
Who cares about the fans?
Well, the fans, we got to think this is a business in the end.
Yeah.
You got to get the fans what they want. So let's draft the first-round quarterback. Let's draft Caleb Williams. Let's draft Jaden Daniels. Let's draft whoever. Let's rename the team the Red Wolves. Let's put all the bullshit all through the stadium. And when we go 1-16 next season, if we do, y'all still going to show up, right? Y'all going to show up then, right? You're not showing up now. So you're going to show up then?
All right, put it on the record. Phil's saying we're going to 1-16 next year.
But keep it real on that. If you go 1-7 and you got somebody out there on the field that you want to see, no one's going to see that shit about the same as they would now. Like really? If you're 1-7 with like a Lamar Jackson draft pick, if you're 1-7 with the Lamar Jackson
right now, and they had 100 people in their stadium.
Dude, we were 2-6. We were 2-6. I still went to every home game to see Robert Griffin.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
It was amazing.
Yeah, you crazy, man. Shit, the fucking the Redskins stadium was packed when they won 3 games. Joe Gibbs first year, it's still packed. Motherfuckers will come out, man. It's football, bro.
I'm being a little facetious. I'm pointing out that if you give everybody what they want, they still ain't gonna show up.
Yeah, but that's
now.
40 years of sucking.
I don't care.
Look, man, I agree with. I think we're all kind of agreeing.
You're not a fan. You're not a fan. If you're just give me everything I want and I still don't show up, then what are you?
I think
you're just existing to bitch.
I think we all kind of agree on one thing though. I think that the organization needs to hire a GM that hires this coach, and they get together and hire and get the draft pick they want. If they say to us, hey, we think Sam Howell could be the guy we're gonna build around him, I'm 100% for it. I think that's a cool idea, man.
They want to drop a long snapper in the first round. Go for it.
Trade up for a long snapper named after Cheeseman.
By the way,
I'm cool with it.
Remember? Can we please keep in mind? Cheeseman was good his rookie year. Like he was a solid, perfectly fine. We thought, okay, cool. Didn't think we needed to draft him, but hey, he did a good job. Then this season, he's like experimenting with his snap style, and then like and he just never got it back. And I'm like, what happened?
I'm a Sudfield guy, dog.
Why would you do that?
Bring Sudfield back.
Sunberg.
Bring Sunberg back,
Hey,
bro.
Isn't he like 45 now?
Ron cut him for whatever reason. He was fully capable.
I think he was hurt or something going on.
Well, no, remember he played a game he broke his arm and he played the rest of the game doing long snapping with a broken arm.
Yeah.
You know?
Jim says Sam is broken right now. The team has let that kid.
Like I said,
I don't think so, man. He, that's like
I don't think Sam has it in him to be broken.
Yeah, I don't think that.
The experiment here is broken because of how just shit this whole organization has become. All right, they failed him in developing him properly. You know, there's been no continuity from last season to this. Right? Remember last season? It was why did we play Sam Howell sooner? Now it's why did we ever even bother with Sam Howell? Like, just
I don't know, man. I don't get that. I don't get that sentiment. Like when I hear people, everybody's basically saying the same thing.
No,
most people are saying the same thing, man. They're all saying like, "Hey, man, we like Sam, but hey, man, you might want to look at other guys." I've been in that boat the whole time though. I'm like I like Sam, man. I like that he plays. I think he got cannon. I think he has everything you need, and he does a pretty good job. I think he's going to get better if he plays more.
There is zero patience. You understand? This fan base has zero patience.
But man,
zero patience anymore.
I'm telling you, it's not about patience, man. It's not about patience. It's about if you draft somebody.
James Daniels gets drafted by us number 4 next year.
No, I think that if you look at the draft,
there's going to be growing sentiment for whoever the backup is, whether it's Jacoby or somebody else.
Right,
they're going to have to come in and they're going to look good for like a quarter, and they'll look better than maybe Jaden did. And then half the fan base is going to want that backup as a starter.
Because that's what's happened the last 30 years here. So why would it be any different?
This goes back to our parents.
So why would it be different?
Billy and Sonny.
It should be if you then we should be the agents of change. We should be telling everyone to be patient next year, just like you're trying to do with Sam now. You're fighting doing the Lord's work, trying to change everyone's opinion one person at a time.
I think Hal needs to just I like I said, I wouldn't be bad if they went with him next year. If they drafted a lineman or a tight end or a receiver or somebody, one of those special guys that are elite at their position. You draft me a guy that guys don't want to have to game plan for in the top 5, dog. Don't pick me somebody, man. That
don't get me and he needs development. Don't give me a
don't give me anybody that has to fight for a starting job either, man. Don't give me nobody has to fight, dog.
All rookies either need development or they have to walk into a situation that's been built for all we need is the quarterback.
Man, if you're a top 5 pick, man, whatever position you play, you need to be ready.
By the way, CJ Stroud, as great as he's been, also has 3-4 pick games as well. Yeah. Just so I want to recondition our fans to understand next year.
He is a tier above Sam Howell. It's not fair to put him and Sam Howell in the same sentence.
No, I'm not.
He's way better than Sam Howell.
I never did. In fact, I said Stroud's been the only quarterback out of this last draft that I would put ahead of Howell.
Levis looks pretty good, man. Levis looks pretty good. I mean,
he looks okay.
Too much.
I think they got to get an actual offensive coordinator when it's good.
But my thing is,
Mr. Titan,
we are going to see the same thing over and over until people rewire their expectations in their minds. It's going to be the same story at quarterback over and over again amongst this fan base. I know you're not supposed to listen to the fans. If you listen to the fans, eventually you end up sitting with them.
Well, we can't
that old adage before, but this is a business. You do have to have people come in, and you have to maintain their interest. All right.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to games to see your team win, or do you go to games to go see your guy that they drafted that you were all in and nut gobbling on?
The correct answer is both. You find people that want both. You find people that want to come in just to watch the players and the player they like, and you find people that like the team, and you make them both.
There's 22 people on the field, and you're there for one guy. That to me just feels off.
There's a whole legion all the time. There's a whole legion of kids that just like Minnesota, so they can do this. Just know Minnesota football because of Jefferson. There's a whole high school level.
And Mahomes is that guy in the NFL. I'm a Mahomes fan. I'm a Chiefs fan.
That's a whole legion of light-skinned fucking Golden State Warrior fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're just like Curry. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of beige niggas thinking they can be basketball players all of a sudden. You know, it takes one. That's why I said to you, Phil, man. Like, man, look, if you think a motherfucker can come in here and be it, dog, you gotta take them.
They gotta be it from day one because that's the expectation.
I agree.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Don't do social media. That's the expectation.
Nope. Not if you have a GM and a coach for a fresh contract for 5 years.
Who have been anti-Sam since the moment he didn't have 4 touchdowns and 500 yards against the Cardinals. Right?
Many people said he had to ball out in his first year.
They want RG3 2012, but for the next 10 years.
No, but think about it. He had to ball out in his first year because if the next GM and coach don't want him, why should they be forced to keep him? Like, if you can't audition and show me without question, I'm the guy.
I'm talking about whoever we draft in 2024.
Yeah.
Yes,
hey, man,
you reset the clock and they get as much time as they need.
No, the draft come around
it's not the same as Sam. Phil, it's not the same as Sam.
Developmental time. They will not do it because that's what our fan base does.
If Ron was staying, I would agree with you. If Ron was staying, I would agree with you. But he's not. It's a full reboot. So if they don't want Sam, Sam's gone.
According to this entire fan base, we could put we could take Chester
Cheetah.
It's not
the entire fan base, Phil. It's a very small percentage.
And we would be doing better. So guess what? You're going to get your way. And if things aren't good, kiss my ass.
I disagree.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm all for it. They keep saying I think Sam has a good 13 games, man. I mean, you can kind of see where you can build around him more. But I'm saying if draft comes around and I got an interview with Caleb, Penix, and Daniels, and I'm going and I'm looking at their film and I'm getting the time with them and looking in our offense, and they look better than this guy, man. I gotta take them, bro. And if you're better than this nigga, if you're better than him, then beat him
Williams or Penix or Daniels has a 4-interception game, or they have back-to-back games where they throw a pick 6, this fan base will turn on them so hard that their necks will snap and they're going to retire early from being unable to walk.
A lot of fan bases do.
I still want Marvin Harrison Jr.
Ours does it worse because they do it every time.
Marcus says, I got family begging for Sam Howell to get traded to the Steelers, and I agree with Phil. Those fans are draft snobs if you think they're drafting the first round.
If you draft the quarterback, trade Sam the same night.
I agree.
You could easily get a 2 for Sam. Look, Minnesota's going to draft low enough where they can't get a star quarterback. You might even get there's a lot of teams.
I mean, I think Sam would be better off
Raiders. The Raiders.
I said this.
I mean,
Tampa Bay probably still. There's a lot of teams that are going to be picking low in the
I said this before I did this whole tirade. I said Sam is going to take the Baker Mayfield route. Send him somewhere else and let him go elevate a team that wasn't expected to do anything to a playoff contender like Baker's doing down in Tampa Bay. Because he's not going to do it here.
Not even for the morality of it.
The organization is not set up for him to do that here. You need to start fresh.
Not even for the morality of it, Phil. From a business precision.
When they fire everybody.
If he's a 5th round pick and you get a 3rd round pick, you won.
Yeah, that's a win.
Win.
They'll get a 2. Because I think Sam's a legit starter. I think Sam's a legit. Man.
I love it.
Sam, as constructed right now, is a legit low end starter. Right now, you know what I'm saying? And I think he'll get better. As of right now, he's that low end starter. He's at least Baker Mayfield right now.
Yeah. What I'm saying is for your reasons, Phil, for the health of the fan base, if they draft someone. You should trade Sam.
Did I just say that though?
Yes, you did. But I'm saying you're saying it for morality so you can grow. I'm saying no, because it's a fucking business decision that you can get a higher pick than what he was drafted for.
I don't show up the minute this guy has 1 or 2 bad games.
My feelings are not invested in
this fan base.
If they do, well, will it matter if it's him or Daniels? Hell, pick the best one. Let him get fucking yelled at.
Todd Samuels at Enter the Room says draft Jaden Daniels and trade Sam. If that's what they want to decide, I'm all for it.
You draft any of those quarterbacks.
Hey, Todd, what name do you want them to change the name to so we can have our 4th name in 6 years?
Red Wolves.
You want Red Wolves? Let's make it Red Wolves too.
I want Red Wolves. Yes. Yam said it. Whatever our GM decides, I'm behind it. That's it. I was behind Ron when he got here. We trusted him and he failed us.
We're assuming we're getting a new GM, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard much about that. We're assuming.
Yeah.
We'll probably get a personnel president, whatever the fuck it's called, a player president.
Player personnel.
Yeah, we'll probably get one of those first, and then they'll get a GM, and then they'll get a coach.
All I'm saying is let the GM hire his coach.
You know, be honest, I ain't gonna lie.
Why would he need? Bill and I were talking about this
answer my question. He likes Red Tails. Okay. I actually don't like that name, except for the fact that it has zero to do with Washington. Like there's because that's the Tuskegee Airmen. That's Alabama. Unless you move the franchise to Alabama, you really don't have any kind of cultural tie-in to the city. And I like names that represent like commanders, commander-in-chief, the Pentagon, all that. That makes sense to me. Or you go with something generic.
But what if Sam Howell stays and then we could become the Red
Tails is meaningful.
It's strange that you would like a name that's a local and stays in the area, but you don't like Red Wolves, which is local in the area.
Red Wolves isn't local in the area. They went extinct.
Red Wolves are in the area though. Yeah, but they were there. That's where they were.
Yeah, they weren't.
If we can,
all over the place, they've gone extinct everywhere. Yes, let's name ourselves after an animal that could not survive. That would be pretty fitting for this team right now. It's an animal that has not survived.
Yam says, if I get sacked 9 times a game, I'm getting the ball.
And that's the man you chose to name your company after. You sound like Nas, man. I rock hoes, y'all rock fellas.
Todd Samuel says Sam should be in the XFL. That's a little extreme. That is not even remotely.
Todd signed off his last post. Signed Taylor.
Todd's trolling, man.
There's 0 people and professionals that would back up that statement.
Hell, Rod, who's a Raiders fan, would take him over Aiden O'Connell and everybody else they got out there right now.
Yeah.
He would take Howell.
At the end of the day, listen, I hate saying that. There's 3 games left.
I got Steelers fans that I know. They're like, yo, trade us Howell. We'd love to have him. So don't sit here and tell me he should be in the XFL when the only people who think that he's a just terrible are within our fan base. Because that's what we do. Again, the prevailing wisdom amongst the rest of the league is the teams failed Sam. That seems to be the prevailing wisdom amongst other fans.
I don't think he failed at all. I think 13. I put his 13 starts against anybody's first 13, bro. I'm not knocking Sam. I think he could be a lot better. I think he made a bunch of terrible fucking mistakes.
People forget that,
but he's made a bunch of good plays.
Brady won the Super Bowl. Brady won the Super Bowl and was terrible the next year.
The problem I have with him is that with maybe not with him, just the offense in general, is that it seemed like when Howell's out there that all his best plays or all only plays he's able to make are off schedule ones. He always has to be running or making some kind of play to make a play. Whereas you saw whenever they put your boy out there, Brissett, it seemed like they were able to just quickly get the playoff. Now, you can attribute that to a lot of different things.
I'm not even going on this rant to hate on Jacoby.
But he is a rookie-ish. He's a guy with very limited playing time, not a rookie. He's a very limited playing time quarterback. It's going to take him longer to do things than a guy that's been in the league 8 fucking years, man. You should be better than somebody you've got 8 years of experience on in most situations. You know what I'm saying? So that I expect. I'm not one of those guys that think he has to go out there and be Mahomes his rookie year to be a successful quarterback. I think all he has to do is not make the same mistakes twice. Now, the throwing the ball over the middle late to receivers open, or not going to Gibson on the sideline who had an easy first down and throwing it over the middle across your body for an interception. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things are inexcusable. You 13 games is enough time to know that. You know what I'm saying? And, like throwing an interception with a dude 5 yards in front of you into his face. He's made a couple of boneheaded fucking plays, bro. But that's the shit 13 games will get you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad. I don't think they should have yanked him. I'm thinking, man, this is stupid. Like, you're talking about, I want to protect them. They was up 3 touchdowns and we have 2 linemen go down, want to protect them. But I'm like, shit, the kid's been fucked up and knocked around all season long. You think the 3 games that don't even fucking matter? Why does it matter now? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only part I understand. It's just stupid.
I feel bad because when I go on these rants, it's almost like I'm somehow like implicitly hating on Jacoby when I'm out there saying, he did it against zone defenses and all that, right? So I hate saying that because I spent 2 years of this podcast, 2 off seasons, and this guy over here was with me. Our former co-host LE was with me. I wanted Jacoby Brissett as our starter in
I never wanted
2021,
Jacoby Brissett,
22
not once.
over Fitz and over Wentz.
I didn't want him not once.
Yeah,
I wanted him when he
want
was
him.
leaving
I did. I thought he would be a
Indianapolis.
great guy. You go ahead and
2020.
Well,
Yeah.
I wanted him 2021, 2022 because and Steve and I agreed. You have him for a couple of years while you find your future at quarterback, whoever it may be.
I don't have a couple of years to throw on Jacoby Brissett, dog. That's my only problem.
Not
I don't want to be in any
now.
situation.
I'm talking about 2 years ago.
He had only been in the league.
I don't want to be in any
reestablishing
situation.
the fact that I am not some kind of Jacoby Brissett hater or anything like that. I love the guy. I think he's great. I was very happy when we signed him as a backup. I wanted him as a starter 2 years ago.
I don't want
we're getting behind on these
have
comments,
a bridge
guys.
quarterback for a year. I don't want to be in no situation where we have a bridge quarterback.
There's a lot to talk about. A lot has transpired in the fan sphere in the last 24 hours.
I don't want to be in no situation.
Let's run through them.
Welcome, Thomas Millen. He says, I feel like we have a great offseason draft GM coach signing. We could actually rebuild next year to learn yet another new scheme in 2 years. We could feel good about our team. He said the last thing 5 or 6 years. Yeah.
Who are you guys, since we got so many people in here today, who are you guys wanting to be the head coach?
I have not settled on that.
Yeah, I would like Harbaugh. I'm not lying. The more I think about it, man, the more it just makes sense. Like, think about it. This dude would be down the road from his brother. Every preseason, you would have the fucking Harbaugh Bowl. Oh, it'd be fucking dope. And they might move the team back to DC, dog. Imagine that shit, bro. And I think it can happen if Harbaugh wins it. If Harbaugh wins it, I think he throws a middle finger up to NCAA.
Steve, what did I say before we started the podcast?
He said Jim Harbaugh. Hey, here's a question: If these are the stats for these two guys, does this mean Bryce Young can't be saved either? That he should be traded?
No, I don't think Bryce Young should. People think that.
No. Like, this is for like Todd Samuel. This is what I'm saying. If he's saying Sam belongs in the XFL, what does the first overall pick mean? Does that mean he should be in Canadian Football League? Does that mean that he should be Sam? Remember, Sam only has one other game ahead of him, right? Week 17 of last year. Other than that, look at Sam. This was the number 1 overall pick versus 5th round pick. And look, Sam is beating him in everything, even including interceptions. But with that logic, though, you're telling me the number 1 overall pick should be out of the NFL as well. You could do this comparison with many other quarterbacks. That's what I'm saying.
I was talking to Shotguns because he's always like, oh, you bring up, Hal with Hurts and all them. I said, man, you look up Hurts first 13 games, man. Look those motherfuckers up. They're not even that good, bro. They're not better than Hal's first 13.
No.
Bring them. I mean, if y'all want to bring it up, I ain't looked at them. I ain't got to look at them to know. I'm like, I know because I remember him playing against us with 3 receptions in a whole game. I remember them shits, man. Like
7-20 against us.
Yeah, I remember that shit, But when you get a lot of help and you get a quarterback or you get a coaching staff that builds an offense around what you do well, you look what's happening, dog. You know what I'm saying? Dude looks like an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that happens, dog. I remember Josh Allen's first year with the Bills. I'm like, this dude ain't it, man. Then you get some all-pro receivers. You get 2 all-pro receivers in there and start building offense around the things he does well.
Why would he leave Michigan unless it's for a shit ton of money, a crap ton of money?
Because he's going to get a crap ton of money. That's what he's going to get. And
if he wins a national championship,
he's going to be like fuck the NCAA because they fucked with him all year.
He already paid his penalty. He missed 3 games.
Man,
done. He's done.
They're going to be on him. They're going to be on him. They're going to be on him, dog. They already talk about him now doing NCAA violations for recruiting and shit.
Yeah. Shannon Smith says Todd Samuel is a troll.
He gets drugged in about 5 different Facebook groups because he posts the same shit everywhere and he gets drugged in all of them.
Yeah, says Jaden's gonna suck. Draft a quarterback, fine, but not him. I mean, you're honestly better.
If you don't think it's him, whichever quarterback you think is better.
Okay, you go. Let's say you go Marvin Harrison. You go Marvin Harrison. You keep Sam. Let's say you go Joe Alt. You keep Sam. Let's say you go quarterback. Where are you gonna? You said, Deb, we could fix that in free agency. There are 4 left tackles.
You got 2 second-round picks, dog. I know I don't like them, but we got a whole new match. Listen, hypothetically, in this scenario, we got a new president, GM, and a coach. Maybe they can do something different. When's the last time we had a GM and coach? A GM, they hired his own coach, and they got together, got their own quarterback. When's that ever happened?
No, I couldn't tell you. Phil's the
Right.
historian.
This is
I
the
don't know.
chance. This is the chance for that to
Bobby
happen.
Bethard and Joe Gibbs.
You could do it right now. You could do it right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why
what I was saying earlier.
That's why
John
I think
Lynch
they
and
should
Shanahan.
draft a quarterback because of that. I'm like, man, if you're a brand new GM, you're at a brand new coach, y'all get together and get a brand new quarterback. It's the perfect time to fucking do it.
Or
with
do
90
the
million
eval.
in cap space, a bunch of early picks.
Do the eval on Sam, and if you feel that way, you do it. But if you feel you can keep him, keep him. But
you definitely have to go in the film room and look at Sam and see what he got in your offense. Definitely. If you think Sam's the guy, I feel you, dog. I think Sam's good, man. I'm just saying, if these other guys are better, you got to pick better. Just because you got a good quarterback, don't pass up a great quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and if you think that, if you truly think it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you think Marvin Harrison is going to be the best player, if you think 5 years down the road, Marvin Harrison is going to be healed, you know what I'm saying? You take Marvin Harrison, bro. If you think that the Bowers is going to be fucking Kelsey, you pick Bowers, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you pick the guy, you pick the best player in the draft, you think it's going to be the best player. I don't give a fuck if you got 3 quarterbacks on the team that are good. If you think you can get one that's great, pick the great nigga. Like, it's not that hard. That needs to be our slogan for the draft. Pick the great nigga. That needs to be it, bro.
Pick whoever they I don't know. Whoever they want.
I want Dev. That's our next T-shirt.
Yeah, like at the NFL draft, the number 5 Washington Commanders select. You know what I'm saying? The great nigga, you know, from Ohio State or whatever they pick him from. You know what I'm saying?
Yam says, let's say we don't draft a quarterback, at least not in the early rounds. Who do you think we could trade or make a play for? I don't know if he's talking
about. I go after Marvin Harrison. I go after Bowers. I would trade them 2 second rounds and get back in the first.
Yeah.
And get somebody else, man.
But
dude, we have had the worst talent on the field every time we have played for almost a decade.
But I'm going to tell you another reason why I'm leaning towards left tackle. You keep saying it's going to get fixed in free agency. It's not. This is your free agent left tackle list. It's
and one of them already plays for us.
Yes, there is no left. So don't tell me we can fix the O-line in free agency.
Some guys are going to get cut.
And all of them are over the age of 30.
You ain't getting shit.
Some guys are going to get cut. Some guys are going to. You can get second.
Okay, if you're getting cut, you're not going to be worth a damn.
Second round picks and third round picks are legit NFL starters in the NFL. We just ain't been good at it.
Here's your right tackles. And if you sort the only people that are worth a damn are market value guys.
You can get linemen in the draft still too.
None. You
can get linemen in the draft. There's about 4 they talk about going to first round.
I'm just telling you, when people say we'll fix it in free agency, you're not fixing it in free agency.
Trade back in and get another tackle. Trade back in.
Look, only 3 guards or centers and guards have a market value. 3 of these guys. That's it.
Yeah, I'll get 2 of them.
Get one of these 3.
I'll get 2 of them.
Okay, you get 2 of them. Look, this guy's value is 13 million. Yeah, this guy's value.
Got that right too. Here. Whatever you got, we got it.
8.5 million. So it's doable.
I like Pete. Yeah. I think Pete.
Andreas Pete is good. I don't know if
we got the money, dog. So
we can build
money's not going to be money's not going to be the problem. It's going to get people to want to be here. It's going to be the problem.
Yeah. Either way, that's all I was trying to say. The free agency market for O-line is not that good.
You got 2 second round picks. I think you got 2 third round picks, a 4th round. I'm telling you, can trade back in and out and get some more players out. Starters aren't just more than the first round. Yeah. Most are in the second and third round.
The quality of linemen after the first round has a much steeper drop off.
And there are like 4 or 5 tackles projected to go in the first round, dog. There's not going to
be none after that for a reason.
There's not going to be 5 tackles taken in the first round.
You make a package and then you move back in the first round.
That's what I say. You trade them 2s and get back in. What the fuck have we done with them 2s anyways?
Todd Samuel says Lincoln Riley would be a great coach. He's
good. Dude, yes, absolutely.
I think you've said that in the past, Dev.
He's got to be on your call list to call, see if he's interested, bro. If he says no, he says no.
Hey, imagine this. Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams reunited.
I'll take Caleb. I will take Caleb.
He's the USC coach, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No? I don't know. I thought he was.
He is. Absolutely.
Yeah, he is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
So just wait. That storyline is going to come up in the after the Super Bowl.
I don't think who's the first pick in the draft. Oh yeah, it could be the Bears, man. They got to happen. They got an intern coach. They could happen.
Go first. I'm really like I said. Any quarterback who comes out of nowhere in the last season before they go into the draft, and suddenly they have a great year. Like I always get a little leery about that, right? Because
that's why there's more stock behind Caleb. At least he's been consistent for 3 years.
Yeah, but
decent.
I know Caleb's stock has kind of fallen lately, and
Just
it's over analyzing him, man.
Yeah, he had like a Sam Howell senior year. That's what he did. But
yeah,
he still had better numbers than Jaden Daniels did when he won the Heisman this year. That's the funny part. This year, he still had better numbers than Jaden Daniels. But I don't think you're going to give him.
Jaden Daniels almost had what he had. He didn't. There's no way he had almost 4,000 yards passing and 2,000 yards rushing, or nothing, did he?
No. But Jaden Daniels only had like 20 something. He's not a running quarterback. That's the thing. Caleb's not.
Yeah, but he had. Oh yeah, Caleb's not. Yeah, I'm saying Jaden Daniels had almost like 2 bands running or some ignorant shit.
Yeah, and I think this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, the Cardinals and the Patriots. Hold on, let me go to week 16. I think they play each other. No, hold on. The Cardinals play Chicago. So someone's moving down in that respect. And if we lose again,
if we beat the Jets now, we're gonna move to like 8 or 9 in the draft. I'll be mad.
Look at all this. Bro. Look at all these 5 and 10s. These will all be 5 and 10s. And
we cannot beat the Jets. And we're going to this one game we can win is gonna be this one, man. This is the one. Like their offense is so bad. There's a chance. Because he really think hard about it against the Rams. Really, the only fucked up thing is that inverted cover 2 led to a break and that dude broke open. Other than that, man, the defense gave us the ball back twice. They did their job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, you know what I'm saying? So like, man, if they can probably beat the Jets offense. The Jets have a great defense though, but Sauce didn't play in. There's a lot of guys. I'm telling you, man, the Jets should want to lose too. They should want to lose. I think if they beat us, though, we'll go like to 7 or 8 in the draft, bro. I'm gonna be mad as fucking shit. We need to make sure at all costs lose because the San Fran and the Cowboys got to play hard the next 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
They can't sit people.
Imagine if we landed Harbaugh and brought McCarthy with him. I didn't think about JJ McCarthy. I didn't think about that.
I don't want JJ McCarthy. I don't think JJ McCarthy's better than Hal, man.
Yeah, I haven't watched him enough to make it.
Yeah, I don't think JJ's better than Hal.
I mean, there's people who will swear he is just because it's not Hal, but no, he's not.
Yeah, I'm telling you, just watch those storylines for whoever the coach is. I don't think he
would be when we draft him. If you want to draft that nigga in like the 3rd or 4th round, all right, cool, or 5th round. But I'm saying if you think about going up and getting early, I would
hate if we were to like, let's say we end up like 3rd, right? And it's like, oh, we need to get the 1st to get Caleb Williams, and we have to give up all this draft capital to move up.
I do it.
And then we have nobody to protect him.
I do it.
Yeah.
That scares me because you're going to ruin another young quarterback.
I wouldn't want to do it, but if that was all like if I ended up 6th or something like that, I would do it. But if I'm like 3rd, I'll just take the next quarterback. You know what I'm saying? If I want quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Or I take Marvin Harrison if they second team wanted the quarterback. I'm telling you, man.
Wants Marvin Harrison on
because he's the best player in the draft.
And Marvin Harrison may not even go in the draft.
He might not, but until he says he's not, I want the best player in the draft, bro.
Well,
if you're the best player in the draft, I want him.
Deluxe says this: best odds to find left tackle is top 10 pick. I think we know that. I agree with that. They rarely hit free agency or trade. The Trent Williams is an anomaly. And we have 2 left tackles. 2 left tackles, they're going to be in the top 10. The guy from Penn State, whose name I can't pronounce.
They might say I think almost 3. I think there's another one.
Okay. Is there? The guy from Oregon?
Yeah, Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah. Talisi Fuaga.
Yeah.
Right. I see him around 15, but still 3 left tackles. So that's good news. If you can come back in and then get
that's like 3 or 4 they're saying going in the 1st round, man. There's a bunch going in the 2nd, too, that'll project as day 1 starters. I'm saying, man, I ain't saying you shouldn't take. You definitely, if Alt's the best player in the draft when you evaluate, pick out, bro. I'm not gonna be mad at that shit. But I'm telling you, man, look. If you look down the road 3 or 4 years from now, and Marvin Harrison is Tyreek Hill, dog, you're gonna be fucking pissed.
Yeah,
because you got a lineman.
I don't think he'd be Tyreek. I think if anything, he could be Megatron.
Man,
6'4", dude.
6'4". What if, bro? If that motherfuckers, usually receivers like that don't bust either. They're like the top 4 type motherfuckers. Like
imagine Terry not getting the double teams, and the double teams go to him, and Terry's going to be one-on-one.
You would have him on a rookie contract. You'd have him on a rookie contract with Dotson on a rookie contract,
dude.
Dude, you tripping, man. That's
and you
that's
don't even have
weapons.
to worry about
That's
Curtis
weapons for
Samuel
life.
if you get
If
him.
you really want a quarterback, go get Kirk with them niggas. Then, if you feel that bad, I'll just go get Kirk, bring him back.
They didn't re-sign Kirk, did he? He's in his final year of his deal,
Yeah,
right?
he's done. Yeah.
That
Hey,
could be a
man,
possibility.
that's quarterbacks out there gonna be free agents.
Kirk
man.
may be back in time for next season.
Yeah.
I'm
Yam
just
says,
saying.
"Alrighty, fellas, got a dip. I'll catch the rest later. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm
Yam,
just saying.
appreciate you.
I don't want Kirk, by the way. I'm not advocating that. I'm just saying if you feel like you want a quarterback that bad, there's franchise quarterback out there.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted Lamar Jackson. This nigga might be MVP of the year. He's definitely gonna be in the finals again. Ain't nobody wanted him then. Remember that shit? Where nobody wanted Lamar Jackson?
Yeah. I mean, did anyone even offer him a deal besides Baltimore? I don't know. We don't know.
Everybody's excuse was what Baltimore said they was going to match it anyway it goes. I would have let him match it.
Yeah, but you gotta have some hesitance with the way he plays and his injury longevity, giving him a big deal.
Every year
it's
he
a risk.
finishes the season. Every year
It's
since
a
he's
risk.
played in the NFL, he's finished the season. He's been an MVP candidate every year. The NBA, NFL
It's
MVP
the fact that he
finalist
doesn't finish every
year.
season, Dev.
Man, he's only not finished two. He's finished more seasons than the Bengals quarterback, Burrows. He's finished more seasons than him. Nobody says
Burrow's
shit.
only been in the league 3 years.
They've been in the league the same amount of fucking years, man.
No,
one
Dev,
less.
Dev, he's never finished an NFL season. Never.
What are you talking about? He finished his rookie year.
Nope. Because he didn't play. He played. He played
finished his MVP year.
He played 7 games his rookie season. So I guess you could say yes. His
MVP
second year MVP, he only played 15 games. Now I don't know if he got.
There's COVID shit going on. The next year after that.
No, 2019, he could have been benched, because they could have been in the playoffs. They were 13-2,
Right.
so maybe it was, okay. So maybe that year. The next year, 11-4, 50, only played 15 games. So I don't know. I don't know.
Try again, 11
if
wins.
If he played, and then the next year he only played 12. 2022 he only played 12, and he's played every game.
Yeah, those are only 2 years he missed games because of injuries. So there we go. So
two out of
he's played more games than Burrows.
1, 2, 3.
And Lawrence.
2 out of 5 seasons he hasn't finished.
Lawrence gets hurt more too. Nobody says shit. Hell, Dak's missed more fucking games. Like it's insane. It's insane what people will do, man. A narrative that just create for people, man.
But he plays at a high risk. He plays at a high risk.
Plays at a high risk, but he's missing less games than the other motherfuckers nobody complains about.
No, he's not.
He's missing less games than Burrow. He's missing less games than Dak.
Games every year.
He's probably missing less games than Garoppolo.
Yeah, Garoppolo, that dude's always injured. You can't put him in the same sentence.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that miss games.
Yeah. Marcus says, watch Jaheim Bell for Florida State tight end. He's a stud. We need a center. Draft Cedric Van Pran from Georgia.
Man,
Jackson Power.
What are we going to look at Stromberg? Is he not ever going to play center?
Probably another failed Ron draft pick. Those dudes are all going to be on notice.
Hey, whoever, if you keep Ron here in any capacity, keep him away from every draft night strategy, dog.
Yeah, don't.
This dude drafted a 3rd cornerback in the 1st round, like knowing the nigga was going to be behind Juice and Fuller, knowing that was going to be the case.
Dude, 166 pounds. That's what his combine measurement was. How was that not a red flag? 166 pounds.
It doesn't make sense.
That didn't really matter. You saw him coming up and playing a run like nobody's business.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think his physical abilities was the issue. I just think even if he was good,
teams have been targeting him in the run game. There's film on it.
Even if he was good though, Steve, he'd have been third.
Yeah, but they didn't play the big as him coming up and making plays on the run from the outside in. If he gets obviously when he's 166 pounds, if he gets blocked. Yeah,
that's what I mean. They target him with a blocker. But I mean, at the end of the day, all you have to do is be able to just hold till you can get
the other thing I gotta say is that if they're targeting a 166-pound corner on the run play, if they are specifically targeting him, what are our 240-pound linebackers doing?
Nothing. Like they've done all season. Nothing.
Everybody talking about how great. You know what? I'll say this: Khaleke Hudson showed up yesterday. But I did see a couple times where he's 5 yards off the ball, waits for a lineman to engage him at 5 yards off the ball, and then gets blown back another 5 yards.
That onside kick, I feel like.
So
I feel like that onside
he's an answer.
I feel like that onside kick of Hudson, if he had a ran full speed, he could have got there, man. It's like he slowed up and waited on the dude to see what he was going to do.
Here's another funny one. Found this on Twitter. It's all fact. There's no analysis. I mean, I guess the analysis about mid weapons, but these are just numbers. These are numbers. And you interpret it for yourself. I'm just throwing it out there. I did not create this. I'm just sharing what someone else has created.
Because when everybody likes to use numbers for the case against Hal.
No, I tell you,
use numbers in the case for Hal.
I told you, Steve, put a Hurts first 13 games up or 14 games up against.
I think we already have that. It's
current
awful.
Season.
Yeah, it's not even close. And but you know, that's just one franchise is patient with the quarterback, and they even turned over and still stay patient with him.
Yeah,
they even turned over a franchise. Funny. They even turned over the keys to another coach and whole staff, dog, and kept Hurts when he wasn't even good.
The same. I mean, if I look at this point, I'm like Ron. I'm at peace with whatever we end up doing going forward.
I hope it is. But Sam.
Just keep in mind, I would prefer it is, but again, new regime going to do what new regime does, and we are going to have a new regime running things in 2020.
To hate until year 3. Well, hate him in year 3. Start hating him in year 3.
Look at that.
That's Trevor and Andrew said. Oh, yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Here you go. There you go. Is that better? You can see Sam Howell compared to Andrew Luck.
It's about I got about to say. Is that the first year?
Yep.
Huh. They all threw about the same amount too. I feel like Sam Howell's thrown a lot of balls, man. But
first 13 starts.
Yeah.
For all 4 of those dudes matched up against each other.
And Luck has more attempts. So you can't say it's because Sam throws the ball more.
They are close to the same. That's what I'm saying. It's not that far.
It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, Burrow had a higher
QB
rating, but all the percentages are the same. All their yards.
He also has way better receivers.
Hell, Burrow's sack percentage is not that far off of Sam's.
Yeah. Nothing.
Rushing touchdowns.
Let's just
look at these numbers. Interception plus fumbles. 28 for Luck.
That's 16 more tackles, man. Sacks. That's a whole lot more, dog. That's 16 more sacks in 13 games, bro. That's a lot more, bro.
Yeah. He's 83 yards ahead of Burrow in sack yardage.
Yeah. He's not taking his battle sacks, I guess.
But even still, second in total net yards, including his sack yards. And look at the records. 5 and 8, 9 and 4, 2 and 11.
Dope,
total
4 and 9.
Look at their
4 and 9. Burrow.
Total touchdowns. Tied with Andrew Luck and Joe Burrow, the first 13 starts. So if you want to talk numbers, you got to get a little more down into the actual numbers than just look at what's on the box score to make a full judgment and analysis.
And these are the things that the analytics people look at as well. That's
why we have Eugene Shen, president of analytics. It's his job to figure this out. Here's the numbers. Figure it out, dude. And if you find out, if something tells you that, hey, maybe my offensive coordinator is scheming him into all these bad things because he has tendencies, well, do something about it. Find a new one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would also want to know with these quarterbacks we just looked at, what was their run pass ratio on their team? I guarantee it wasn't 75-25 like this team is. EB is not doing a whole lot to scheme Sam into success either.
Yeah,
because passing 75% of the time is not successful for a quarterback.
Andrew Luck had great running backs. I can't think who the fuck it was though. Adrian? It wasn't Adrian. I'm tripping. Andrew Luck's running back.
Adrian James?
No, it wasn't Adrian.
Jonathan Taylor? I don't know who is.
Might have got the first. No, Jonathan Taylor's still on the rookie deal. I think, man, still on the rookie deal.
By the way, I think I didn't get to post the live stream. Didn't post in the group chat for some reason in the Washington Football Addicts page.
It's there.
It is. Okay, I can't see it on my screen, so
I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
Ryan Elias is watching. I guess he's waiting for us to pull up all 22 video. Sorry, Ryan. All 22 decided to not work all day until 15 minutes before we went live.
Yeah, I wish that I could put, and I even tried to. It works on my phone, but I can't get it to pull up my laptop. So it's just some bugs. For some reason, all of the all 22s were posted, but it must have been maybe it was the late game. But then they posted the Bills, the Ravens game, all 22. So I don't know. I really apologize. I usually in the evening before
they knew you demanded it, buddy.
I try to go in and find something. So
I'm just being such an asshole tonight.
yeah, but next week. I mean, we'll be back Thursday to talk more about this. But we're facing the Jets in New York. We're 4-10. They're 5-9. Like Dev said earlier, a win against the Jets, and they're down bad too, just like us. A win against the Jets would probably knock us down 5-6 spots because there's like 5 teams behind us who are 5-9. Who knows what's going to happen with them?
Man, I'm telling you, bro.
So let me ask you this. So we're officially just trying to tank right now, right?
Maybe, but like I said, if we win, I hope Sam throws for like 500 yards. And like
I hope we win in tremendous fashion.
If he plays like he did last week and wins, it's going to be like, oh man, what are we doing? So if you're going to win, dude, just ball out, shut these people up, give them no question you're the guy. Because we could be facing Trevor Siemian. I think Zach Wilson has a concussion.
Yeah, he's better than Zach Wilson.
Siemian, there's also Rodgers will be medically cleared, they think, but I think if there's no point of playing, why risk?
Man, I hope they do it. I want to be able to hear this Achilles snap on 4K and Dolby Vision. I want to see how that motherfucker's gonna be like a Cheeto snapping. I don't know, like what you would be thinking if you go out there 40 years old with a rehabbed Achilles.
Let me say this. This is where it gets interesting. People say now that we should start Jacoby Brissett because Sam's lost the offense.
I don't think.
Wait a minute.
I think there is definitely something.
But my question is, these are the same people who want us to draft another quarterback. Well, don't you want us to have a better draft pick? Wouldn't you go with the guy that you think is total ass? You want to go with a guy who you think will give you a chance to win?
I'll tell you one interesting playing devil's advocate with
this is the flip flopping, changing of minds, inconsistency bullshit that I complain about. That's like, well, if you think Sam's ass and we have a worse chance of winning with him, and you want us to draft a quarterback, so you want us to have the best pick possible, why do you want to go with the guy that you think is going to win?
Yeah, it
doesn't make sense.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Pot meat kettle sort of comment. That's what it is.
And I see this all the time, and no one can ever give me a distinctly proper answer on this.
Yeah.
It's I don't think they really know what they want. They just know what they don't want.
Deluxe makes a good point. It kind of counters my argument about getting rid of Sam for a business decision. It says nightmare fuel. You draft a quarterback with a top five pick, and then you trade Sam. Our quarterback busts and Sam wins. I don't think the new GM will trade Sam until they 100% know they have better. I can see the logic in that too, and I understand that. But
you don't have to because his money will dictate you don't have to.
Yeah, you have him under contract for 2 years for peanuts.
I think
for the sake of the fan base, like I said, fuck the fans. We always cheer for the other guy, and we all know this. We've always done.
There's still enough people in this fan base that believe in Sam that if you have him as a backup, the minute that QB draft fails, they're going to call for Sam. And a lot of people who are recently turned against Sam will turn back for him and go, "Oh shit, you put Sam in there." Completely ignore everything I said.
Especially if he goes in for like 2 plays and throws 2 touchdowns, basically.
Well, this is why I said I didn't like the Jacoby signing in the offseason. Because I'm telling you, you need to have a guy who's here and a guy who's way down here. I know people say you should have the best 2 guys on your roster, but that's not how you separate quarterbacks. You need to have a starting quarterback. You can't if you have a guy who's right near the skill level of your starter, you don't have a starting quarterback. You have 2 guys.
That's not when one has a higher ceiling and the other one's at their ceiling. And I think that's how we were with Howell and Brissett. You knew that Howell had room to grow. Brissett, we know what he is.
That's going to be Brissett.
Yeah.
So the difference is maybe at their current skill level at the beginning of the season was like this, but in terms of ceilings, Howell's was up here.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. So that's why I had no problem with it. Otherwise, you just go with Jake Fromm. Of course, God knows we'd have the fans be calling for Jake Fromm. Look how great he was in the preseason against fourth stringers.
I realized Ron paid, traded draft picks, traded up to get Cheeseman, He was missing all those kicks all year long, man. Even in fucking offseason, he still let him put him out on the field. That's almost inexcusable coaching.
Cheeseman was good his rookie season. We keep forgetting this.
I'm talking about this year in the offseason. In the offseason, he kept missing. In the offseason, he kept fucking up.
Nobody
and
drafts.
fucking up.
Nobody drafts long snappers.
Again,
nobody.
I forget. I didn't understand it either, but I forgave him for it because the kid was good his rookie season.
Yeah.
Why is it that people tamper and mess with things that work?
Yeah.
That's what he did. He started messing with
Asking up for show pussy for some on no pussy. Asking up for show pussy for some on no pussy.
Yeah.
Kids.
Nobody. It's just like moving up to draft a punter. Some people do it. The one time I think it's moved kicker, I could see.
The Raiders took a kicker in the first round once. Okay?
Yeah. The draft
was around for 20 years.
Younghoe Koo, if I'm saying that right. That was a good draft pick. But if it's not a
I don't know. As bad as Sly has been, I understand. I mean, I was so hyped when he set new franchise records. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, cool. I got to see this in person, or at least I got to see it on TV. I got to see it live. The longest field goal in team history. And it was the first time we kicked one over 60 yards, and I got to see it, right? But you only get so much of that with me, Joey. We need to look at another kicker.
Yeah.
You may want to draft one in the 7th round.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, just because.
Yeah.
Get somebody.
I'm with it. I'm all for it. Deluxe says they'll always be supportive of every backup quarterback. Good front offices and coaches will just ignore it. Yeah, I think, like I said, our fan base is just so jaded because we haven't had a real franchise quarterback. That's the problem. So we're always thinking, well, maybe this guy can do it. Maybe this guy can do it. And so we might have one staring right in front of us, and we're giving him the legacy treatment. I think that's where
we get so desperate that people thought that Taylor Heineke could be a franchise quarterback.
Yes, we're hungry for a hero is what we are. Maybe we have one staring. Yeah. Yes, there goes my hero. There goes my hero. Watch him every day. There we go.
I started singing and 3 people left the video chat.
You did, Phil? Man. All right. Well, I think we've culminated against the Ram game. But Dev, before we leave, do you have an award you want to give away? We didn't do the traditional thing.
Obviously goes to Cheeseman.
Cheeseman.
He gets the Glock Dookie Award, man.
I didn't even give him his intro, man. All right, that's all he gets.
You only get a half a bar. Fuck you, nigga.
You didn't even get the drum roll.
You only get a half a bar. Damn, man.
Yeah, Tress Wade tried so hard.
Shots at Jigga. You only get a half a bar.
Dude, you know how bad it was? We got to the LA Rams 1 yard line, right? 1 yard line, 4:47 left in the 4th.
Yeah.
9 plays later.
3 minutes.
9 plays later, we finally scored, and we knocked off 3 minutes off the clock.
How would have got in?
Oh my gosh, dude!
How would have got in the end zone?
But then tell me that. Oh, it was.
How would have got in the end zone? Or he would have turned it over. It wouldn't have lasted 3 minutes. I promise you that. He would have turned it over, or he would have got that end zone. One of the two.
That sounds like me, Dev. Sounds like me. And then we go ahead and miss the extra point, and that's where the Cheeseman thing comes in. And poor Tress Way, dude. Like that ball.
No, it was all onside kick. Hudson quit running after it. He had a straight line hit on a Cooper Cup, man, and he slowed down and waited for him to smack it. He couldn't lay that nigga out.
Phil and I talked about this earlier in the year. It reminded me of, was it Major League 2 or Major League 3? The catcher who couldn't throw the ball back to the pitcher.
2.
And they started reading him Playboys, and he finally figured that's Cameron Cheeseman. Like all of a sudden, he forgot how to do his job. It's something in there because he's had a bad snap every game. Every snap's low. It's not even high. They're low.
And when the Playboys start to fail, you give them the Fredericks of Hollywood.
What really happened? Y'all glossed over the truth. What really happened is, man, you got Tress Way almost hurt, man. You can't do that. Like, you can fuck up and lose games, as we've seen. He's been fucking up all year and nothing happened. The minute you got Tress Way hurt, you got to get the fuck out, bro.
Yeah.
You got to get the fuck out, man.
Well, Ron knew the assignment.
Protect Tress Way at all costs, bro.
Did you see Cameron Cheeseman's press conference?
No, what do you say?
You didn't hear. Oh no, I'm not. Dev, wait, hold that thought. You need to see this. Hold on. I can't believe you didn't see his own comment.
Now I got the job.
I missed this too. Cheeseman had a press conference.
No, he got asked a question talking about his.
I heard the Cheeseman.
Hold
on.
No, Cheeseman.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
I'm gonna show you his.
I hope you ain't on suicide watching that, man.
No, it's just funny. For lack of a better term, he talked about Nikki Javala asked him, "What do you think about your performance? How you?" And he goes, "I'm surprised. I'm surprised I'm still here. Like I'm not sure why I didn't get cut earlier." Like
while you looking at that clip, if you would like,
he literally said that.
I can tell everybody a joke while you getting that ready.
Yeah, dude, go for it.
All right, I got a joke. I think I've said this on the joke before on this thing. Like one time, this old white guy was walking through the desert, and he comes across this magic lamp. He rubs a lamp, and Genie pops out. Bam! I'm a 2023 New Age Genie. You ain't got to tell me your wishes. Them joints are going to be waiting on you when you wake up. So the old white man goes to sleep in the desert. He wakes up. He's in a bed full of money. Wish number one. He goes outside his bedroom, and he sees beautiful women everywhere in his mansion. Wish number two. Then here's a knock at the door. And it's a Ku Klux Klan. Well, they take this old white man out, and they hang him. Well, later on that day, the genie, he went to a bar. He's out distraught. He's like, man, I've been a genie for millions of years, and I've never messed up a wish. And the bartender said, well, tell me what happened. Take it from the top. He said, well, the first wish, the old white man, he wanted the house, and he wanted the house and the money. I got him at. He said, all right, cool. Well, what do you want the second wish? He said, well, the second wish, you know what I'm saying? He wanted the women. I got him at. He said, oh, okay. So what's wrong? He said, I don't get it. What happened? He said, well, it was the third wish. So tell me what happened with the third wish. He said, well, the third wish, the old white man want to be hung like a nigga. That's I just told y'all that joke to let y'all know. Be careful what you wish for, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Be careful what you wish for. You could be a well hung nigga if you wish too hard for it.
All right. There you go, Dev. Cameron Cheeseman off. He's worried the Commanders will make a change at long snapper. This is before he got cut, obviously. He goes, I mean, and I quote, I've been worried all year. I haven't been performing the way I've been wanting to. Most places I probably wouldn't be around still. And
son.
Yeah, he said that. And it didn't take him long to get cut.
Wrote that Logic Suicide Hotline song, bro. I want to. That's some crazy shit. That's sad.
Yeah.
He knew. Look, man, I have nothing to do with that statement, YouTube world. Don't cancel Dave. Cancel Phil.
I was singing the song.
Don't cancel me, man.
What?
We all know that if anyone's going to get this podcast,
Jesse Kane got arrested, found guilty for assault 3, which is a petty ass charge. Everybody gets assault 3 charges in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Who? Kane?
Yeah, Kane. Yeah, the dude that played in the dude.
Menace to Society?
No, man, from the Avengers.
Kane. I don't know who Kane in the Avengers is.
Kang.
I don't know who in the Avengers?
Yeah, the bad guy in Ant-Man and shit. The guy from fucking Creed. Oh my god.
What villain was he in the Avengers?
The last Avengers movies, the Ant-Man and all of them, Quantumania.
Oh, Quantumania. Okay. You just generalized and said Avengers. I was thinking like
Jonathan Majors. I'm tripping. Jonathan Majors. Dope actor.
Oh yeah, you see him shove the girl in the car and bang her head.
More like Michelle Obama.
I seen her chasing for like 2 blocks.
Yeah.
I don't know. He got an assault 3 charge, which I don't know if any of you ever got in a fight, but that's the charge they give you if you push somebody at a bar, like, or if you like throw water at somebody.
He was running like a 4-2.
Yeah, he was running.
You need to try him out for wide receiver.
Yeah, he was running away from that girl the whole time. It was weird. It's a weird charge. But I'm trying to say that's the charge they give every guy that gets called. The cops put on him, man. They give that charge to everyone. So everyone's like, they fired him off Marvel for that. Everyone that's ever been to jail for a fight got an assault 3 charge, dog. That's literally a slap on the wrist. You can say guilty to it, and it stays on your record for like a year.
But it doesn't matter. Certain professions have higher standards. Like even if you get in trouble,
y'all feel more comfortable with a motherfucker fixing your food. They got assault charges and somebody in a goddamn movie.
But it would be bad for the Marvel brand. So why would they risk?
I don't think so.
profit off of
I
giving
don't think
someone
so,
a break.
man. I don't think so. I don't think anybody's like, I'm not going to go watch Ant-Man because Marvel
You'd be
got
surprised.
a third-degree assault charge. I think most people don't even know what a third-degree assault charge is. They just hear the word.
I'm going to say this, Steve. I'm actually going to agree with Dev on this one. I was just at Steel City Con a little over a week ago, and I watched people fawn and clap and applaud Alec Baldwin, who just killed somebody. So
that was accidental, though. That's a little different than shoving a woman into a car and bashing her head in the windowsill.
Oh, she was whooping on him. You watch the camera because he whooped his ass for that before that happened, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like either way, it doesn't matter. Like it definitely was assault 3. Assault 3 is the petty charge, man. Like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you get the cops called on you at your house, you get
but it's easier for them to write him off and just find a new person.
He should have said he was just guilty the day it happened, dog, and it would have been off his record by now. But instead, he wanted to fight it in trial and made a whole sham out of it. He should have said, "All right, cool, I'll take the charge." That's what he should have did immediately. He would have paid $1,000 and got out of jail. They would have heard of it again.
Y'all saw he told his chick, "You need to act more like Coretta Scott King." And
yes, I'm telling you, he's crazy, dude.
I don't know, man. Like if you watch the whole thing, he didn't say it like the headline say. He was basically saying, "Look, man, I'm pretty important."
He basically saying worship.
You came home. The issue was you come home drunk and belligerent and doing all kinds of crazy stuff out, but you realize who I am. What you do affects me. I need someone like a Coretta Scott King, someone that's behind a great man. I don't need somebody out here.
I understood what he meant,
that's what the whole statement was, man.
I understand that. I just like clown because it's kind of just it's a funny bit.
It sounds like he's like Turner. If you just read the clip, you know what I'm
saying? I know that's why it's
funny.
If
you listen to what he said, man, he didn't say nothing. That's just like if you say, "Hey, man, you know your wife just all of a sudden just starts taking her clothes off her OnlyFans." Like, "Hey, man, you really can't do it, man." I'm like, I'm an Avenger, dog, or I'm on TV all the time. You can't be out here with, drunk doing crazy stuff. That's basically what he was saying. And that was what everybody took around with it. But it's just whatever the media wants you to hear, bro. However you want to hear it on the media is how they hear it.
You gonna take advice from D. Barnes?
Hey. Yeah. Hey, man. Dr. Dre was doing some crazy shit.
That shit.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan Elias just joined us. Did you guys see the Rashard Mendenhall post?
No.
What?
Oh, you didn't see it?
Oh,
no.
Man.
See what?
Check the Rashard Mendenhall post from earlier.
Who's Rashard Mendenhall?
The former running back for the Steelers. He says, I'm sick of average white guys commenting on football. Y'all not even good at football. Can we please replace the Pro Bowl with an all black versus all white bowl so these cats can stop trying to teach me who's good at football? I'm better than your GOAT. He got upset about Pat McAfee. I guess they were talking some stuff about something. I don't know how it actually worked itself out, and then Will Compton goes on. We're not going to play, but it like I don't know, a 4-minute. Will
Compton ain't on Fox News now.
No, he has his own podcast called Bussin' with the Boys.
I'm thinking Will
Will Compton, our former linebacker.
Yeah, I like Will Compton. Yeah.
Who talks a lot of shit about us. God, y'all want to praise the Jay Gruden years? Yeah, Will ain't got nothing good to say about those either.
Yeah, Will's just I think he fell in favor with his podcast, and he had a lot of good people on, and he was kind of Pat McAfee before Pat McAfee, but Pat McAfee blew up way faster than Will Compton.
So he got mad at Mendenhall's comment. I took those comments as tongue in cheek. Man, you probably shouldn't have said it, but I took those.
He's getting roasted. Kind of he's getting roasted.
I took him as kind of a joke. I say shit like that all the time, man. Like
he was a goat.
Oh, he said, "I'm a great in football." This proves my point. You can't speak on ball. He thinks he was great.
I tell you.
Mendenhall was the definition of mid.
I tell you. I did see a comment one time where, I think Cam Newton had talked about how some guys are game managers versus stars and all this shit. And I heard a commentator, a lady on ESPN, say something like, "Look at you, you're sitting at home. What do you know?" Like, it was kind of a comment like,
"Yeah,
look how he's dressed." He just took it personal. I'm like, dude, that's just like if he had said those comments to her, like, "You're a woman, what do you know about football?" They would have kicked that dude off the air, bro. So you saying just because this dude ain't on active NFL roster, he don't know quarterbacks?
JJ Watt said, "We get cooked that corner. I'm not going to lie. Nobody on our squad's going to be able to cover Tyreek."
Oh, yeah. No one, dog.
Oh,
no. Trap key season.
Track. Yeah, he had the wheels on him, right?
He did.
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying?
He get injured
Like,
within the first 5 plays.
Hey, what's that sport where you can, you like push the ice out of the way before the puck gets down there? What's that fucking shit?
Curling.
Like if you had an all-white team versus me and some niggas from the hood, I go with the all-white team, even if they never played before. I just assume.
Even Jay Gruden took a shot at Mendenhall.
Nah, hell.
He just said,
I wouldn't have been able to see that.
Big Ben won a few games, huh? I guess talking about his own quarterback. That's kind of funny. I didn't realize, but JJ Watt.
Mendenhall thinks he was great. I mean,
he was great.
I feel like Mendenhall was just trolling and being funny now. I don't feel like he was taking
here's the thing, because he doubled down on it. The thing is that Mendenhall played with some great players. Mendenhall is great at football in the sense that less than 1% of those who attempt to play football make it to the NFL.
Right.
Yeah.
Compared to us, he's great.
Ryan Leaf,
relative to, but judging him against his peers. No, you were not great. You never were great. Never would be great.
Ryan Leaf even got in on the JJ Watt response, talking about Tyreek Hill. And then Ryan Leaf goes, to be fair, no one on their squad's covering Tyreek either, which is also true. No one can cover that dude.
Definitely nobody likes him.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. See, racism. Racism is funny as hell. I don't give a shit what y'all say. Being racist is fucking funny. I don't care.
It's the second time I've heard someone say that.
It's weird not to laugh. Y'all made that fucking weird. It was funny as shit. Y'all made that weird.
It was funny.
No.
I was like, where's Rod? Because Rod would have gotten so incensed.
I don't know. Racism is weird anyways. Look, man, I went to Walmart the other day and got a watermelon, and I had to look around to make sure white people wasn't like laughing at me for picking out a watermelon. I was like, look, they're over there like, he's gonna get one. Look, that's how I felt. I felt like they're staring at me by a watermelon. So sometimes I go to Walmart and I want a watermelon. I don't buy one because white people stare too much.
Dev, read this. The all-white NFL team will run a 3 tight end offense and have Christian McCaffrey carry 40 times. All-white beats all-black 32-31 on 2 touchdowns, 2 PATs, and 6 out of 6 field goal kicking. While all-black runs up 600 yards, scores 5 touchdowns, 1 out of 5 PATs, and 0 for 5 on field goal kicking. There you go.
We had King at kicker, man. We'll be all right.
Oh, he was good. He played for the Bucks, right?
We had Tom Tupa, ain't he black?
Yeah, remember Reggie
was white, dude.
Remember Reggie Roby?
Yeah, I was thinking of Reggie Roby. Yeah, the Oilers nigga. Yeah,
he was a punter.
Yeah,
he played for us.
He did play for us. That's right.
Yeah,
he was good too.
We'd have been all right on kicking. Y'all tripping out here, dog.
No, you all been right.
We're easily winning. We're easily winning the all black football team and basketball. By the way, maybe basketball might be closer to football now. Y'all gonna at least have Jokic and Doncic. Y'all might be all right. Jokic and Doncic, man. Y'all might Chet. Y'all have Chet. Who else? Who would be the point guard on an all-white team right now?
Look, I got no skin in this game because there's no Latino players in the NFL.
That's all Palestinian guys. George Mirsan. I don't know what race he is. I'm just assuming. Like I don't know.
No, Mirsan was not Palestinian.
I don't know what George Mirsan
Albanian. I don't know what he was.
I don't know what that nigga is. Anyway, he still plays. I'm not George Mirsan. What's the big dude that played for the Mavs recently? Big tall, the other one, big ass head.
The guy has the funky shot, the way overhead shot.
Yeah.
No, dude. Starts with the D.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name. Y'all have that guy. Y'all have some basketball might be close, bro. Y'all have Chris Stapps. Y'all have some good players, bro.
Chris Stapps, Porzingis.
Yeah, y'all have some good players. Yeah,
I remember Reggie Roby wore a watch on the field.
Yeah, y'all might even have a good halftime show. Eminem show up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Lose yourself.
Look at that.
Dirk
Nowitzki.
No, I wouldn't know what I was talking about. I know Dirk's on there. I'm talking about I'm talking about the big goofy one, the one that's in acting and shit all the time now, man. You see him in movies and shit. I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name. It's real tall. It's like 7'7" or some crazy shit, man.
He was good?
Nah, man, he still plays. I'm talking about current niggas that play though. That's why I didn't mention Dirk, by the way.
Not Luka? I don't know.
Nah, he's not good, man. He don't play.
Yeah. The Lux says Reggie Roby might be the only player that wore a watch. That's right, he did.
True. What was the dude that played for the Raiders, the kicker, the punter?
Seabass, Janikowski.
No, the black one.
Oh,
Marquette or Marriott?
Marquette or Marriott? No, that's King.
Marquette King, right?
Yeah.
His name?
Yeah.
Is he a kicker or a punter?
No. They were the Bucks had. Man, you're gonna make me Google some racist shit. Black
kickers.
Racist. That's gonna be forever in your damn church
history. I told you, Dev.
Hey man, I wonder if at least once we could square that up and be pretty good with. We could go toe to toe with some golf. If we just because it's a one man sport, we just get Tiger. He only counts some black and he got some black and Chinese. We can win it, Steve.
That's right.
Nobody ever says he's the first Chinese dude to do anything though, which is fucking crazy.
No. It's a math contest or chess.
Push
Marquette King was a punter.
Yeah,
2013 to 2018.
So any black kickers?
There's only been 5 black punters: Greg Coleman, Reggie Roby, Rodney Williams, Reggie Hodges, and some guy named Harvin in the presence.
Any black kickers?
He's present.
So any black kickers? We can use Ocho Cinco, though. He kicks. Fuck that shit. We got Ocho Cinco, bro.
There's only been 5 black place kickers. Oh my gosh, 5 punters and 5 place kickers.
Dude, I wonder who the first black person to buy a tee was. He had to be the worst football player in his school, which would be like a very good football player in a white school. I wonder who the first black person to buy a kicker's tee was.
All right, so when I was in high school, we went to the state semifinals. Our football team went to the state semifinals 3 out of 4 years. All 3 years, we played the same school, which was Surrey County. Our team had 1 black player. I remember this. Well, I went to the third smallest school in the state, dude. 1 black player.
And he had guys like black me,
but and he was half black. And then Surrey County had 1 white player.
Yeah, I mean that was good. I mean, he played quarterback too. You know, that's right.
No. I remember. You see, it was funny. Those were the stats. The third time we played, I can't remember what the mixture was. The first 2 times, I think we had like maybe 2 black players, and they had 1 or 2 white guys. But we lost to them every time.
We had a dude in high school.
But they had a guy quarterback. They had a kid quarterback who ended up going to UVA and playing for them, Shenard Newby, and a bunch of other dudes who were really talented. We almost beat them 1 year, but they kicked a field goal. It was the first field goal they made all season.
Y'all sucks, man. The city I live in has 2 schools win state championship every year in football, bro. They got 2 of the 3 schools. There's like 4 or 5 high schools, but 2 or 3 of them win state championship every year.
Imagine a high school of 400
or
maybe 450 students that you have to draw from, and they go to the state semifinals 3 out of 4 years.
Man, every school here, like I'm telling
that's
you, man.
Coaching.
Warren East, Warren Central, Bowling Green, they
certainly wasn't size and
every year.
So, just saying.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Well,
Al for quarterback 1 next year, unless we get especially if we get Marvin Harrison. That's what it takes to keep Marvin Harrison in my dreams. Marvin Harrison.
Next week we have the Jets. I mean, think about it from an NFL perspective. That's a 1:00 game on Christmas Eve. Granted, it's cool to be home.
All over Christmas is a loss to the Jets, bro.
In a good way, in a good fashion.
Man, I want to lose with Hal getting 500 yards passing.
Yeah, that'd be the most optimal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, be great.
Yeah. Deluxe says the running back kicked the field goal this year. Who's that? Somebody get injured?
Oh, yeah. I remember that dude. That was a running back that he's kicked more than 1, I think. I want to say he plays for Seattle. He's an actual player. I think is it the guy that plays for Seattle? Am I tripping?
I don't remember.
I do remember it happening, man. Like more than once.
Yeah.
He kicked field goals and shit.
Ogunbowale kicked the field goal and the Texans win in early November.
Yeah.
Ogunbowale.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting.
I will say this: I did not breathe. I've never exhaled so hard in relief as I did when I heard Tress Way's coming back onto the field.
Oh, I know.
Boy,
I ain't gonna lie. I want to see how bad it will get if we didn't have a punter. I want to see Joey slide at least punt once because I didn't give a fuck. At that point, I'm like, I don't give a fuck if we lose.
Yeah,
it's over. I'd like to see it.
The hit didn't look that bad, but he was down for like a good 4 minutes. And then he went into the tent.
I thought he slid to his chest, but it comes to find out he hit his head. I thought the dude slid to his chest trying to get the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, Marcus, fuck, god dang, Cheese, you jackass, bro. I mean, what the hell?
You're unemployed. You and your mustache. We thought you were gonna be our next Sunbird, but clearly not. Marcus says,
for 1 year.
Later, family. Dev, yell at me next time you're in Campbellsville.
I ain't been in Campbellsville probably 4th of July. I came down there. I think it was Langston's funeral. I came down there. My cousin Langston. I went down there his funeral. That's the last time I went. So.
We will be back Thursday. That'll be the 21st. Thursday, 19, 20, 21. 21. So, 21st.
So the game is on Thanksgiving. I mean, Christmas Eve.
The game's on Christmas Eve. That is correct.
That's gonna be the crap bowl, man. Nobody wants to watch the Jets or Washington. They're like,
no.
Hey, they got like 9 wins.
We're gonna be on Urinating Trees Tank Bowl.
Tank Bowl, yeah.
Dude, Jalen Hurts has 2 rushing touchdowns.
You ever seen the intro for Tank Bowl when he does his? That's one of I hate shouting out channels aren't mine, but he's a Steelers guy. So, but Urinating Tree, dude has one of the best channels on YouTube. Every week he does his This Week in Sports Ball, and whenever 2 horrible teams play each other, it's the Tank Bowl. And he has a bunch of like explosions going on, and he plays the NBA on NBC theme. And I get a little hyped. I'm like, yes, Tank Bowl, and we're gonna be on it. We are going to be on it.
Don't win this game. We got to have 3 draft places.
Yeah, get your shit together, boys. Jalen Hurts has 2 touchdowns. I just need him to get 6 more points, and then I beat Jason Donaway and proceed to the next round of the playoffs. So it's 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Anything is possible. Man, that would be awesome. All right. Any shout outs, fellas? Close it down.
Shout
out to Ryan Elias. It's all love.
All love. All right. Thanks for tuning in. As always, you can find this podcast on any of your audio platforms. Check it on the replay. We'll have it up there in probably 20 minutes or so. If you're watching this on Facebook or on the replay, be sure to hit that like button on YouTube for us. We greatly appreciate it. Helps with the algorithm, or hit the thumbs down. We'll appreciate that too. It all helps generate the algorithm. So, we'll see you Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. As always, peace.
Peace, love, and hair grease.
We out of here. See ya.